Hello, welcome to Lemon Studios, where we talk anything and everything entertainment. I'm, of course, Lemon himself, Zeke Lemon, and this is my thoughts on Rings of Power Episode 3. So, if you have not watched the other episode for Rings of Power Episodes 1 and 2, this is basically, was it good? I said Episode 1 was not, and Episode 2, I said, yeah, it was good, and they got on base. Episode 3, if we're going to continue using baseball terms, because Episode 1, they got out. It was bad. It was a bad episode. Episode 2, it was at least a hit. It was a single person got on base. Episode 3, they got on base, but it wasn't earned. It was an error. It was not a hit. It was an E. It was an error. Because what I'm realizing is that it really depends on which storylines you are really attached to. And I'm just not attached to the Galadriel storyline. I know she is the main girl, and I think she is a badass in Lord of the Rings. And that's great and all, but this is just not the same Galadriel that is from the Lord of the Rings movies. Like, I'm sorry, like, what is she doing? Like, why does she want to go after Zoran, but she's not going to be part of the Fellowship? Like, that just really, it really convolutes me. And, now she's on this island and she's, like, trying to play, basically having a dick measuring contest with this queen. And they added these storylines with the queen and this, I guess this knight, that's what I said on my TikTok. It's this knight, the one that picks her up and brings her to this island, if you will. They're trying to get back to Middle Earth. And the queen stuff, I don't really care for. The knight, he is pretty cool. I was actually drawn to his scenes a little bit. But yeah, when it came to Galadriel, it was just like, okay, well, because like I just know she's going to make it. She's not going to die. Like, she's going to make it. And she's not going to fulfill her destiny. She's just not. She's not going to get Zoran, because I know he comes back later on. I mean, she could probably kill the humanoid version of him, but I mean, she doesn't really win. So I just don't know how I could be attached to a storyline that I know that I already know the outcome of. Like, I know the arc. There was no dwarf storyline in this one too, and because that was one of the strengths of episode 2, was the dwarf and the other elf. Y'all gonna have to bear with me with the names, okay? The elf that's paired with the dwarf, that storyline is absolutely great. It wasn't here in episode 3, and that really bummed me out. The Hobbit stuff, it's very hit or miss for the most part. For the most part, this was a hit. I'm glad that the giant is known, and that it wasn't going to be this constant thing of between her and her friend going, all right, we got to keep this secret. Oh, okay, how do we get out of it? Like, all these crazy hijinks and all that. Which can be fun, like if it was a sitcom, but like, come on now, this is like an hour. This episode also just goes way too long too. Hour and 9 minutes. This could have easily been 56. Yeah. And now he's knowing that he's going to be the one to help them and all that. I like that. I did like that overall. It's just some of the scenes just aren't as engaging, and it just seems like they're in their own little show. Sometimes like it doesn't really fit in with it. I do like the elf that's going against the orcs right now. He's in captivity. It does kind of feel like nothing moved forward with that storyline, because as a heartbreaking ending, he loses all of his friends, and now he's truly on his own. I guess that's part of moving forward, is that okay? Now he did it with the help. Now he's got to do it alone, and I can actually escape. And then there was one more. Is there one more? If there is one more, I don't care to remember it. So that shows how important it is. But yeah, I mean, this was mainly just about Galadriel on the island with the other new characters. The Hobbit had like one section of scenes, and then there was 2 scenes with the elf who's going against the orcs. And again, it was just really hit or miss. Like, sometimes I was really engaged, sometimes I wasn't. Sometimes it's a marathon to get through these episodes, and it's just really it's really hurting that is the process of Lord of the Rings. Like, I want this to be Lord of the Rings, and it doesn't feel that way. Like, in episode 1, I didn't feel Middle Earth at all. In episode 2, I had some glimpses of like, oh yeah, that's Middle Earth. I don't feel it at all in episode 3 at all, and that's what's really breaking my heart. And this is what is the main killer of this, is that this show is just like, we are the most expensive show. Look how beautiful this is. Isn't this great? And it's the good old saying of, you could be as hot, you could be as attractive as you want, but if you don't got a personality, you're not going to find a partner. You're just not. You'll have You have great moments. But you're never going to be committed, and that's just a lonely life. And that's really where Rings of the Power is right now. And it just really breaks my heart. Like I'm just really disappointed. I'm really disappointed in the show. Like I feel defeated. Like I'm deflated after doing this review. But come on. Some of y'all have to enjoy it. Please try to change my mind and comment below and let me know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like me, hit that subscribe button as I'm trying to go into my YouTube career. We have a lot of stuff going on right now. I got the House of the Dragon. I got She-Hulk. Andor's picking up in a couple weeks. We do the movie reviews for every weekend when there is a new release. That is not a re-release. That's why there's no review for the Spider-Man. But the Barbarian will be out later on this afternoon, around 7 o'clock-ish is what I'm shooting for. But yeah, hit that subscribe button because we have a lot of content on the way. Andor's about to be dropping as well. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Rings of Power, guys. I'm just really disappointed in it. Please let me know what y'all know, and please try to change my mind if you're enjoying it. And that'll be it for me, guys. I'll see you here next time at Limit Studios.